Hey there, Munchie Mafia. Happy Sunday. We are here. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th. Um, yeah, a total of 109 fires just in our county alone for the 4th of July. So, a whole lot of snafus happened. Specialty stores were all closed on Friday, which was 4th of July. So I could not get uh, pig feet. And so I ended up having to improvise today. I'm so sorry. So we've got pork shanks, smoked pork shanks instead. We will have the ability to put the pig feet back up on the wheel tonight when we go to select all new ingredients. So let's get to it.
Somewhere in western Washington, there is a cozy century-year-old kitchen in a tiny historic mining town deep within the shadows of Mount Rainier. It's where the Munchie Mafia meets on YouTube every Sunday night for an hour of magic, mischief, and mystery with the colorful wheel of culinary misfortune. A kitchen witch weaves a little magic over a cast iron pot upon a stove. The townspeople thinks she's a little strange, but she pays no mind to the subdued whispers as she passes by with her ginger familiar following close behind. A little dash of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there. With the stirry stir of the wooden spoon, she mixes flavors that soothe the soul. The wheel goes round and round, stopping at one ingredient at a time. Some are winners, some are losers. Who the fork suggested Twizzlers? Oh, 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 you're going to hell for that one. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official and fondle that little bell icon. You may or may not receive notifications. YouTube features are so bipolar. Oh, thank you for coming, dear friends. Oh, 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 round and round and round. A whiskey whisk of mystery, a stirry stir of mischief, a bakey bake of whimsy, and some laughy laughs. Go get yourself a drink, get some tasty snacks as we get this dumpster fire started. Oh, 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 round and round, with the flick of CV's wrist and a wave of a mystical wooden spoon. Let's brew some magic together with all these twisted ingredients that all of you chose. And whoever suggested those damned Twizzlers, oh, 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 you're going to hell for that one. Hashtag blame Tiger, as Chef CV says. Oh, 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 cook with love and eat with passion. Live with desire that's deep within the confines of your soul.
Oh, right. So, the wheel is pig's feet, which we couldn't find. Pig's feet, I went to 4 stores, could not find them. So we got pork shanks, which is the next closest thing that I could find. So we got Mac and Jacks. We're going to add this to the pork shanks. These are already smoked, so they're already fully cooked. And there we have that. Whee! So let's take a look and see who we all have in here. We've got Peaceful Des and Demoose and Greg and Anfield Road and Timmy and Lakeside Laura, Killing It and Grilling It. And that's it for right now. Okay, so the other ingredient was beet greens, which we have in the little thing here, but what the hell do I do? You can't just buy just beet greens. So technically I didn't buy anything extra because the beets came with the greens. So we're going to drop some of these into the pot. And when you're dealing with red beets, wear gloves so you don't end up staining your fingers. And don't wear white like a dumbass like I am, because whatever you wear is going to end up turning pink. So let's see. That should be about enough. And we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to stick it on the back burner. And crank that baby up to high. All right. Hey, Darren. Darren's here. Darren, Dream Disturber Obscura. If you have not checked out his channel, he's got a cool channel. We got quite a lot of content creators in here right now. Let's see here. We got, start from the bottom. Actually, let's start from the top. We got, oh, freaking A. Can't even. Peaceful Des, and we've got, I think Lakeside Laura's got a channel. Killing It and Grilling It. Dream Disturber Obscura, otherwise known as Darren. And Anfield Road Layout and Loft. And let's see here. That Chuck MP was Joey, and he's a bowler. All right, well, welcome. All right, so beet greens. Wash them thoroughly because they got a lot of dirt in there. Just going to pitch it right on in there. A lemon. So we're going to need the juice of one lemon, or one large lemon, or two small lemons, or whatever. So I'm not sure if that'll fit in my lemon squizzy. We're going to try. So some interesting things have been happening. My assistant is turning in his notice, and so I don't know what that's going to mean for my channel, because the last time that this happened, I ended up working for 2 months straight with one day off every 8 or 13 days, depending on, whether or not I could find coverage to come and cover me. So I'm really irritated right now. I'm really stressed out. And I told my boss, this isn't happening again. This isn't happening again. F that shit, so yeah, it's just one thing after another. And I feel a little bit used and a little bit betrayed, because I helped this assistant get his certified sous chef through the ACF. And yeah, feel a little bit used. So I'm really, really whole lots of irritated. All right. Now we're going to need some of my handy dandy. Hello, Jeff Rubin. Handy dandy smoked garlic. And for all you new people out there, I do a lot of smoked garlic. I do about 10 pounds at a time, and I just leave them as whole bulbs, and then I just pitch them in the freezer. Whenever I need them, I just pull them out, and just as I'm going to need them, because they're easier to peel when they're frozen still, or at least partly so. So we're going to take some of this, and we're going to drop it into the blender as well. Yeah, you guys didn't see me for like almost 3 months. I was so pissed off. You know, and I ended up quitting that job. Got talked into coming back. Now I'm regretting that decision. And my boss is like, "No, it won't happen. We'll find somebody." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." Really adore the hell out of Will. Right now I'm a little pissed off. Stuck in my feels. So later on tonight, after we get done with this, then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to move on to Off Topic Squirrel for Cards Against Humanity game night, which happens the first Sunday of every month. And that's always a lot of fun. We give out prizes, and it's a great way to get to know other people. Lets you get jiggy and let loose, and just have some fun. All right. So what we are making, and I'm sure that Julia Child would be rolling over in her grave right about now, is we're making pesto, which is like a pesto, but we're using beet greens. Oh, and I'm going to use up the last of my Italian herb. The way that the Wheel of Misfortune works, because we have a whole bunch of new people, is that we spin this wheel that's right behind me, and it's got a bunch of random ingredients on there, and it chooses what we're going to cook. Sometimes some things cannot be had, so I try to find an ingredient that's as closely resembling of that ingredient as I possibly can. And I can't buy anything other than what is on the wheel, but I can use whatever's in my dry storage, my pantry, my fridge or freezer, but I just can't buy anything else. So I have to use some creativity in that regard. Okay, so now we're going to start this up. This is going to get really loud. This is a very loud blender. It's like the blender from hell. Oh, would be helpful if I plugged it in, huh? I'm like, no, not another broken appliance. I'll be getting on the She Cooks and Roasts and saying, hey, your kitchen demon has killed yet another appliance in my kitchen. Because I think she's got like 3 dead appliances versus my 1. All right. And we're going to start drizzling some oil in here. salt. Probably turn that fan on before you set the house on fire. All right, so we're going to add some kosher salt and also some pepper corns ground. This should take a while. Love this thing to death. So give it a pretty good dose. All right. Now, there's some leftover pistachio from a past live. So they're already pretty much crushed, but we're going to add a little bit of pistachio to it. And I'm going to add a little bit of the grated Parmesan. Got to get rid of that anyway. All right. Now, when you're making a pesto in a traditional sense, you're going to want to use a mortar and pestle. You're not going to want to do this. That's delicious. All right. Set that aside. Unplug this. Move this out of the way. Alrighty. So, hey, Devil Dog, welcome. All right, so trivia question. Here's a question. What Andrew Lloyd Webber musical premiered at the Winter Garden Theater in 1982 and ran for 18 years until 2000? I really love my stainless steel cutting board, by the way. It's really kind of funny because I still have a couple of my old nylon ones, and they're stained permanently now with beet juice. It's one of the things I love about these is that they don't stain. You can cut beets all day on this thing and it'll just rinse right off and not a problem. But you look at the other one, it looks like roadkill. Anybody have any clue? No. Let's see here. Killing It, Growing It says, I have no clue. Don't feel bad. I have no idea either. Okay, so there are hints. If you survive the film featuring Taylor Swift, you only have 8 lives left. That's the hint. Anyway, you guys just mull that over and think about it. Maybe we'll give away a prize. Oh, wait. She said prizes. Well, we're just waiting on this. All right, so we got that going. And it's probably going to stain the meat red. So we're going to want to pick this up. We're going to flip this over. It's already breaking off the bone. And then we're going to get this front one heated up because we also have egg noodles as part of the ingredients. But what do we do with these pork rinds? I love pork rinds. We don't use the microwave except for to hold baggies. So. So, pork rinds. I'm going to put them in a baggie. Hello, Arlene. Welcome. Arlene's awesome. She's like a mod on a whole lot of other channels and the door greeter and everything else. And she's pretty cool. So if you ever see her out and about in the YouTube streets, make sure you say hi to her. She's very friendly, nice lady. All right. Set that aside for the moment. I don't want to get my mortar and pestle messed up, so we're just gonna give it a light crunching. But we don't want to pulverize it to death, okay? Because pistu generally has breadcrumb in it, but since we got pork rinds that came up on the wheel, this is what we're going to be using instead, which is fine and dandy because if you're looking for something that is lower carb or gluten-free, this is the way to go. It's just anything that calls for breadcrumbs, just use pork rinds. Alrighty. Little crunchy crunch, yes. Yes! Daz, you got it! Good job. Cats. Anybody else say cats? Oh, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be a fight. Did you cheat, Daz? The moose seems to think you're rigging it. Huh? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just for the fun of it. Rigged. Hashtag rigged. Yep. All right. So this is Mac and Jack's African Amber Ale. Seemed like the store had an awful lot of IPAs. I was just trying to stay away from IPAs today. So now I got a mess on the back of the stove. All right, so what we're looking for is what's known as OSEC, where the liquid has pretty much evaporated, and we're halfway there at that point. So this is it's going to be kind of an interesting little dish. Yeah, I did. That's right. I did say that you can't use Google. I did not say that you cannot use Google. So I didn't set the rules, but anyway, so let's check out another one. In the Cartoon Network series Clarence, what is the name of Clarence's bald-headed best friend? This one's Gen Z, so all the youngsters should be able to get it. You had to rewind a few times for the question. Okay, Des.
Hey.
What? What? What the hell?
I missed the garbage can.
How did I miss the garbage can? Cindy? So, Anyway, in our world, in our little world, Dory, in her infinite wisdom, has this thing for bumblebees, and she, huh? Yeah, Tibetan Spaniels love to eat bumblebees, and so she ended up getting stung in the face. Her face is all swollen, can barely open one eye, so she had to go to the vet yesterday. So poor little thing. She looks really bad. It's like, wow. But she's eating and drinking just fine, and just kind of relaxing and just doing her own little thing as best as she can. Although she tried to jump up on the porch and missed because her depth perception is so off because she can barely open one eye. Sumo is his best friend. Yes, Des. Congratulations. Damoose is going to be like, this isn't fair. You gave her the answers beforehand. No, I didn't. Okay, so now we're down to Ossack, where the liquid is pretty much evaporated completely from it. We are gonna take a gander at the beets, see how they're doing. So here's one of the beets. What we're looking for is for it to be al dente. Oh yeah, it really carries out that lovely beer flavor to it. All right. Hey, Peter Pan. Welcome. Come on in. We're just waiting for our water to heat up. So, some of the things that we got going on, right now I got popsicles resting in the freezer. Decided to get some silicone molds for popsicles and made a boozy popsicle using Kraken 94 rum and Code Red Mountain Dew because I couldn't find the Summer Freeze. Has strawberries and bananas and strawberry gelatin and banana pudding and some sweetened condensed milk mixed all together and then put into a popsicle thing. So that video should be coming out sometime this week. And I figured since we're in the summer months, maybe we'll do like a different popsicle every week, popsicle of the week. If you guys are interested in that sort of thing, let me know. Tell me what you think about that idea. And maybe doing some, really fun ones like, mango or peach or something like that. And whether or not, we should do all boozy ones or not, we're just waiting on the pot to boil. And so I got those started yesterday, and they're just in there, just getting happy and whatnot. Kind of wondering if they're gonna freeze up properly because some of those ingredients may not freeze very well. Who knows? But I was kind of going for a strawberry banana creamy creamsicle thing, like a dirty meets a dirty soda. Instead of Dr. Pepper, it's a dirty Mountain Dew. It's a filthy Mountain Dew. So filthy. So, anyway. This is almost as entertaining as bubble wrap. Kind of really makes that kind of noise. All right. So back over here, our water is bubbling, but it's not boiling just yet. As we can see, our Shanks are pulled away from the bone, and it got quite a bit of color to them. So actually pull these out off the bone. Garbage bowl. We're just going to take all the bones out. Now these bones can still be used. You can throw them into some beans. We'll have that nice little kiss of beer to it. So you can definitely do that. You want to pick through, make sure that there's no shards of bone. So we're actually going to start chopping that up here in a moment. We're just going to let it cool down for a moment or two. I know, I'm thinking here, Tim. All right, our water's boiling, so we're gonna just don't need that much. It's only half of the package. All right, let's try another card here. All right, from what woman did the Beach Boys ask for help in their 1965 #1 hit? All right. Rhonda. Okay, so who was the first one to answer that? That would be Simon. Congratulations, Simon. All right. So now we're gonna just go over here. Now I'm gonna burn myself with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this all nice chopped up. As you can see, it looks very candy red from the beets. Oh, see, I missed a bone right there. All right. So we're going to get this chopped up and ready to go. And it's almost kind of sticky in a way. Let's give it a taste and see if we need to adjust it with salt. No. Yeah, one sec. Lost my hair tie earlier. All right. Yeah, this isn't our usual time, Simon. We usually start at 6, but because it's double feature night, which only happens once a month, we actually start at 3 o'clock. And then Timmy and I will take a break and eat our dinner real quick, and then get everything ready over on Squirrel. So, If you love Cards Against Humanity, that's what we play. And there's prizes to be won. And what we're doing is we're just chopping this all up and removing whatever fat there is, because the gristle is just not tasty at all. And we're going to just place it right here in the bowl. And just keep going. By the time we get this all chopped up, we'll be able to get the pasta ready, because it's going to go with that sauce. It's probably going to look really ugly, but it's going to taste delicious. So beet green puree could actually be also used to garnish soups, just by just putting it in a squirt bottle and just drizzling it right in there. There's all sorts of other things that you can do with it. It also works great as a smoothie if you're looking for raw smoothies. You can definitely put the raw beets into a juicer, and then the beet greens in there, and add other ingredients like grapefruit or orange, and blueberries, even a banana, avocado. Unless you're vegan, if you're vegan, you're not going to want the avocado part. But there's all sorts of things you could do with that. And hello, Tuber Chat. Those that have not connected with Tuber Chat, you should go and connect with him. He does several live streams throughout the week at various different times, and he helps to promote channels that are just starting out. And there's a lot of engagement there. So if you're looking for, people to connect with, mentorship while you're trying to navigate through this YouTube thing, it's a good place to go. But anyway, back to the smoothie thing. There's all sorts of other ingredients that you can put in that with the beet greens. One of these days I'm going to have to dig the juicer out. I've got one of the slow masticating juicers. So I was trying to find some way to get better nutrition into Timmy a while back, and thought about making all natural sodas to try to cure his soda addiction. And that lasted about a week. All right, we're almost done here. Our pasta sounds like it's bubbling over behind me. We'll just get that started. It has a nice color to it, actually. Almost looks like Chinese barbecue pork. It's very, very, very hoppy from the beer. Very hoppy. All right.